Thank you for joining me for your love messages. Okay, what am I doing here? We are heading very fast. We're on the fast train to the last quarter of the year. And what I wanted to do is, for those of you that are wanting to have a love reading, I wanted to see who is coming towards you. Okay, so that's what we're here to do. That's what we are going to do. We are going to call in the divine. Divine for Leo. For those people that need to hear it, from August to December, please could we have love messages for Leo, and please could we work out who is coming towards them with an abundance of love and arms wide open. Right. These are physical indicators of who this person may be. Right. We'll do one more shuffle. For Leo, who is coming towards them and what will they possibly look like? You have short hair. Not you have short hair, they have short hair. Oh, for goodness sake. Light skin. And skinny. Oh, okay. So this person, we've identified the short hair. Light skin. What this means is their skin tone may be a lot lighter than yours, right? Okay. And someone who is of a very slim build, right? We've got a delicate one coming in here. I'm feeling, look at that, all the flowers and everything around them. Someone delicate, somebody not very aggressive, you know, somebody sweet. Anyway, what am I going to do now? I am going to give you letters. These letters could be significant in initials, a name, a location. It could be a location that is relative to them, maybe where they're born. It could be where they live. It also could be where you might go on your first date. So look out for these initials. We're going to pull 6. We're going to wait for the first one to drop, and then we are going to take immediately after that. You've got G, okay, we have H, we have V, we have I, and we have U. N, and now you have an extra one. Flipping heck, what is going on with this? This person may have either a double barrel surname, right? Or they may have a couple of middle names, because that last one, when I went to pull 1, 2 came out. So it may be a double barrel kind of thing going on over here. Okay. Now, I hope you can see those all. Now, let's go in, Leo, with your timings. What timeline is going to be relevant to your situation with this person? There we go. Next week looks promising. Okay, so you could meet this person very early on. From the time that you watch this reading, it's a timeless reading, right? So whenever it is that you're watching this, it's talking about the week after that. We also have the number 37, and for my numerology people, that reduces down to 10. So the 10th may be relevant, and you've also got the 10 reducing down to 1. So 37, 10 and 1 could be quite relevant, okay? And at the bottom of the deck, I'm seeing the 23rd of September. So those dates could be very relevant. What we're going to do now, we are going to have a look at your love messages, one for you and one for them. And it's going to be about what the current state of affairs is with you and with this person. What energy are you in currently? This is you. And this is them. So for you, it's coming up, forgiving and learning. And it says, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments, right? So for you, perhaps at this time, you're going through this healing process, right? You may have already dealt with this and you are now healed and you're ready to move on. And this is why the divine is sending something in for you, okay? But it's asking you to enjoy the moment, right? Stay in the moment. So I suppose what I'm saying is when this person or any other person comes through, don't think about long term. Don't think too much on it, on where is this going or where is it going to lead, or where. That moment that you spend together, whether it's having a drink at your local pub or whether it's, you know, you've decided to go for a picnic, just stay in that moment, right? And be grateful and give that gratitude for the energy and the love and that moment in itself. Everything else, that's just external, right? But what is really important for you is to stay in that moment and enjoy it, yeah? So whatever moments you are creating, and especially when with this person coming in, just stay in the moment. Don't think too hard. That's your message coming through. What is this person doing right now? It says, free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. So this person is in a situation where they are regaining that control. Yeah, they are, it's nobody else pulling the reins. Yeah, they are going to be free to be able to enjoy those times with you. They've dealt with what they have had to deal with, and now they're looking to take control of their life and bring in those energies, those moments of love, those moments of happiness, joy, dancing in the rain, the silly stuff, whatever, things that you do that they do nothing but just bring you happiness and joy for that moment, right? Dancing in the rain. Somebody like me, I know I'm going to catch a cold. I know I'm going to be flat on my back for a week after dancing in the rain. Just has that effect on me, right? But in that moment when I'm dancing in the rain, it's that joy in that moment that you're being asked to stay in, and they are now finding themselves free to do. Yeah, you might find they have a very childlike wants where, you know, it's not going to be about whining and dining at the posh restaurants and whatever. I feel like this person finds their joy in those moments when you're dancing. I can just keep feeling dancing. Dancing in the rain, or, you know, those moments that cost nothing, but they leave that imprint in your heart that makes you feel warm and cuddly and nice and fuzzy, you know, those moments. That's what we're talking about. That's what they want. That's what they want to create. Right? Let's take a little bit of a deeper look. We are going to draw 3 cards for you, Leo. We're going to draw 3 cards for them. There will be a little bit of advice. There will be a little bit of recognition as to what is what. And let's go in and see. Mind, body and spirit. For Leo, where are they at? The moon. You have the Eight of Wands, and you have the Seven of Wands and the moon. Your overall energy between the two of you is here with the Four of Wands. You know what that is, right? And look, underneath that, I'm just getting all happy, good cards. But for goodness sake, Leo, what's going on here? You've got the Moon card. This is some kind of revelation, some kind of understanding. There's some kind of communication coming in, right? In which you're going to have to stand your ground, right? I don't know what this situation is, and I don't know what it's relative to. But it's this energy of information that comes in, right? Information that comes in that is kind of revealing, right? And it's like it joins up all the dots and whatever. But it makes you stuck again. And I'm wondering, Leo, is this information to do with an ex? Is this information to do with a previous relationship? But it's something where you're having to fight your corner or stand your ground or whatever. And I'm wondering, Leo, is this the kind of energy that's holding you back from being able to receive this? I just want you to take a moment and just be very aware of, you know, those moments when somebody rings you up and says, oh, I've heard your ex was saying X, Y, and Z. And then you're in it again. And you're standing your ground and you're in that corner and you're fighting and you Leo, be honest with yourself. Is this the energy that you want to take forward when this newness is coming towards your life? Is that communication really worth the revelation? Is it? I don't know. I think it makes you step back again. I'm going to pull one more card and see what advice we've got for this. This fresh, new something coming in. Don't let that old thing hold you back. Yeah, look, it's about decisions, right? Leo, it's time for you to take control. Yeah? It's time for you to focus on this. What is this message here? Forgiving and learning. Release this. Yeah? Make the right choice. Let it go. Whatever this person is saying, whatever they're doing, or whatever a third person is coming in and telling you, oh, I've heard they've moved on with somebody else. I've heard this. I've heard they're saying you owe them money. I've heard them saying blah, blah, blah. No. It's almost like you need to recognize those calls and that bit of information that's coming in. It's not serving you a purpose. You have to make the right choice. You have to choose you. That situation over time is going to become very, very remote and very, very insignificant, right? However important it might seem at the time, because you've got this person telling you stuff or this information coming in. Release it, Leo. That's the advice. Let it go. Yeah? And it says you experience more love in present moments. So in the nicest possible way, forget about it. Yeah? Let it be. Leave it. You don't have to stand your ground. You don't have to prove your worth. The divine knows that you deserve bigger, better than ever before, right? And you know it too. You're deserving of much, much more. And it's coming at you, right? But you don't want this to keep dragging you back. You need to stay in the moment. That's what we said before, right? And it's becoming more and more apparent that, quite honestly, this is not the revelation that it looks like it's cut out to be. I feel like even if you do get information, it's so irrelevant now, because this new person's coming in. This new situation's going to be coming in. So you need to focus on you. You need to spend some time focusing on giving gratitude for what you've experienced, what you've learnt from it, and moving on from that, because there is someone better out there for you. Let's see what this someone better is up to. They're the Emperor. They could be an Aries energy. There you go. They're a go-getter. They are on fire. They are quick moving. This person, okay, and it's a bit of a worry for me, and I'll tell you why. This person is sorted. They've taken the reins back. They've taken control of that situation. They could be an Aries. They're reclaiming their identity. They're reclaiming who they are. They know they want to go places. They have been planning. They've been putting things into place. They're moving towards a particular direction, right? And this can include you, right? The worry for me is I don't feel like this person's going to be hanging about, right? They don't want to be messed around. They already know what they want. They want this commitment. They want their Four of Wands. And I know you do too, because this is your joint energy, your joint focus on creating this happy ever after, on this commitment that you're going to work on together, and it's going to bring you a lot of abundance. But you heard it here first, Leo. This person's not going to hang about for you, who is in this energy, who's still pandering to the past. Yeah, still entertaining that past. No more is what I'm hearing, Leo. No more of this. Yeah, you have to make that choice. You have to choose you. Forget all the external options. Forget everything else. Forget I'll listen to this bit of information. That was a karmic situation. You need to cut your ties. You need to invest in yourself, because this person, they want to invest in you too. They're looking for that perfect scenario. They're looking for that happy ever after, the happy home, the marriage, all bells and whistles. They want that, right? Don't let them pass you by for something that in the future is going to prove itself to be so insignificant, so not worth your time. So do the right thing. Get yourself sorted. Choose you over everything else. Release, let go, stay in the moment, feel that love, feel this opportunity that this person is bringing to you, and just go for it. Let's go in and see your advice. That was coming from me. This advice is coming from the divine. We are all captains of our own ship. I always tell you that. So please take what resonates, bin the rest. But please hold on for a couple more minutes and see what the divine is telling you. King of Cups, Page of Swords, the High Priestess. Leo, Leo, Leo. Look, knowledge at the bottom. This is you in that knowledge energy. You've learned a lot. You've put up with a lot, right? If you need to find support, if you need to find help, I'm talking about whether you need professional help, whether you need guidance from your friends or whether you need guidance from the divine. You need to take some time out. You need to spend that time on your own, finding that love in your heart again, right? Because it's almost like instead of love, the heart is filled with obligation, it's filled with curiosity, it's filled with wanting to perhaps prove yourself, something like that, right? But what you're being advised to do is take some time out to be able to refill your cup, your heart, with that love for yourself again. Once you love yourself, you'll find it easier to fall in love again, right? But it's got to start from the inside, and it's got to start with you. With the Page of Swords, it's talking about education. This is equipping yourself with the knowledge and the tools to be able to let go, to be able to forgive, forget, and move on, right? Okay, so this education could come in forms of things like this, what I'm doing. I'm giving you that little bit of advice. It could be venturing out and finding this for yourself, right? It could be looking more into spiritual practices, looking more into what makes your heart happy, and educate or re-educating yourself. Because I feel like in the past, with all that energy that's there, it's almost like a struggle, a fight, being in that corner and just trying to make things work, right? Rather than looking at your passions, looking at things that make you happy. It's almost about making everybody around you happy, right? And you've taken it on as your job. But Leo, you've got that flair, you've got that confidence, you've got that, you need to reclaim it, right? It's time to re-educate yourself. Re-educate yourself on who you are, yeah? On who you are, and have confidence in that inner you, right? The love will come pouring out of each one of those pores. You'll be surrounded by it. Listen to your inner voice. This is High Priestess. This is Pisces energy, right? It's time to deal with this with a little bit of calm, a little bit of spirituality, a little bit of inner knowing. And once you know yourself again, you get reintroduced, you re-meet yourself again, your inner voice will tell you what makes you happy. Your inner voice will tell you what direction to go in. You will know, okay? And throughout this, with this High Priestess energy, just know that you are protected, okay? There is somebody out there, something out there, whatever it is that you believe in, it is protecting you at this time. But it is also on its hands and knees saying, please don't continue with this. Yeah, these little revelations that you're getting about that past situation. Choose you instead, right? Leo, that was your love reading. That was who's coming towards you. That's the current situation from now until December. If that resonates with you, please do leave me a like, leave me a comment. The likes are so important for me right now. It's helping the channel to grow, and it helps for the message to go out to the people that really need to hear them. So please do take a second to do that for me. I'll be very, very grateful. Those were your love messages for today. I'll be back again soon. Bye.